Welcome back to Habitual Angler. I have been off for the past month and a half, and I apologize, but I have good reasoning. I've just been busy. So after the last video, I was sick for a couple weeks. Then we had family come into town, and then I was cleaning up this boat, and then I got another project here. This is my brother's in-laws boat. They had some issues with the motor, so I've been working on it. It's almost done. I'm just waiting on a couple parts. Also, excuse the mess, but I've been working on my aquarium. This thing has been sitting on the wall for the past 2 years and been empty with no water in it, just hanging out because it sprung a leak. And I finally busted it all apart and just resealed it last night. My buddy Nathan came over and helped me out. Another update would be that I sold my jet ski. Oh, I didn't sell it, I traded it for this guy. And I know what you're thinking, that thing don't float on water, but it's all right. I got some other ideas in play, and I still got Bertha out there. So this thing is a 21. I had 3,500 miles on it, so I couldn't pass that up. After all that, a couple weeks ago we got back from a trip that we took. It was me, Jason, and Nico. We took a trip to the Keys, and I'm gonna give you a backstory on it before you see the video because it might look chopped up. We went for 4 days. The first day we got there, we was hanging out. Me and Nico went to 7 Mile Bridge, went to the edge, and we fished off the seawall. When we fished off the seawall, we fished for about 2 hours into the night, and I finally got hooked up on a tarpon. My first catch down there was almost a 4-foot tarpon. Came right up to the seawall. It popped off. I consider it caught because we touched the leader. But here's the crappy part to the whole first day. I don't have video evidence of it. I do have a recording where I showed a couple of my other buddies where we had it hooked up, but we weren't prepared for it. And the other crappy part to it is our whole first day down there of us coming into the Keys, coming into the dock with the boat, all the parrotfish and all the tarpon and stuff at the docks, and our first yellowtail snappers that we caught, first Bermuda chubs and goofy fish. Our first half of the day, it was gone. The second day that we were there, me and Nico tried to offload some of the data on the SD card to make room for the next couple of days and be prepared, but we lost it. It got deleted. The first half we caught yellowtail snapper, Bermuda chubs, a couple porgies, some grunts, and it was all at the first part of the reef. And then we ended up moving to the second spot. The second spot, luckily, I swapped over SD cards and I saved the second half of the day. With all that said, I'm gonna try to make 2 or 3 videos out of this, out of the Keys trip itself. I'll go ahead and show you what I was using because I lost that too. While we were down there, I took my 2 Shimano Vanfords. I took a 30 and a 50 wide, my 2 twin powers, and I took 2 OSHA jiggers. Out of all of them, this is what I was using the most. This is a Shimano Vanford 5000 XG. It is on a Segis star rod, and it's the 8 to 17 pound blank. And this setup is light as all get out. I was throwing this thing around. It's got 30-pound braid on it, and really that's pretty much all we used when we was down there. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to making the video. I haven't gotten far, as you can see, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make 2 to 3 videos. I did catch a few interesting things. Jason and Nico caught a few interesting things, and I caught 15 or 16 new species that I have yet to catch, 2 of them being pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching and hanging out and waiting for me to get back onto YouTube. I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this done so you guys can enjoy it. Stay tuned for the other part of it, and thank y'all for watching. See y'all in the video. had to put a new memory card on my GoPro. We've been knocking out some more grunts, and I caught scorpion fish. These little dudes are venomous somewhere, I believe. I don't know for sure, but they look pretty cool though. Got some really pretty colors. Blends in with all them shells down there that you see. Ooh. That color right there is like a seashell. Crazy looking. Nice pretty blue. Yellow. Oh!
Slapped the shit out of the camera with that one.
He did. Alright. I'm gonna pop him off and get him back in the water. Well, that was species number 5. So we're making headway, knocking them off over there. Tiny one.
About to catch me something different. Watch this.
You don't think it.
Set up here.
Fish has some crazy colors, man. You just see it in the sunlight. Look at that. Just little grunts and little snapper, but it's alright. That one ain't legal, he's about 10. Dude, my grunt's bigger than your yellowtail.
Shut it.
Be of size, man. Short. He's no legal. Suck. That's not
In that case, we should totally not use illegal bait to catch barracuda.
Yeah.
Because we're bored.
Now I'm using a little knocker jig. Put pieces of shrimp on it.
That's awful, right here.
Stop it, stop it. You want me to splice your shark. Tough.
I had one.
Dang, he got hooked high. There's no way that was going out. Oh, these are nuts, man.
He was on there.
No, that's a wrasse.
Oh,
See his teeth?
Can you eat him?
No. Oh, wait. He's pretty though. Jason done got him one. Funky boys. That thing's pretty, man. You know, there's no telling what you catch down there. Nico got a mutton. He's tiny, but it counts.
Yes, it does. I caught my first mutton.
Some things are freaking delicious, man.
Yeah.
What'd you get there again, buddy? Little porgy?
Yep.
Look at him in the fish box. We just found a good spot drifting, so now it's time to get on it.
My bad, I forgot your video.
Oh. What we got? Porgy! Got him.
Oh, big one.
I got one too, boy. If I'm going in reverse, that means I'm gonna get a mutton next. These things are so good, dude. Oh, there we go. Porgy. It looks like it's washed out, but maybe you can tell. There's some pretty blue colors to him. And he got some little vampire teeth. I thought I hooked up into the reef or something. He got stuck, and then he came out. Little baby gravy. His teeth are looking crazy. Look at these teeth on this little dude. That is nuts. You're a vicious looking little dude. Nico's on a good one. If it's blurry, it's my fault.
It's a great one. It's honestly very mediocre.
Oh, you said it was a great one.
It felt good on the first initial bite.
What is it?
It is
Porgy? Oh, you suck. Wow.
So I said it's a real weird fight.
Here's Nico's red grouper. He's 15 inches on the dot. Too bad we can't keep him. We got 5 inches to go. See you later, bud. I guess that jig worked. Or that little
You what?
little thing worked.
That jig?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the green one.
Yeah. Some jigs work great.
That's a red Porgy. The other ones aren't. Fine. Perfect hook set too. Yeah. Another Porgy.
Oh,
Porgy or something. Oh! No way, dude. Nico.
yeah.
Is that a queen?
Hell yeah.
Hogfish.
Yep. Hell yeah.
I just caught my first hogfish ever. No way, dude. No
Are they legal?
freaking way.
They're regulated, right?
He might be legal.
It's like a version of a snapper. Weird.
It is a snapper.
Yeah, it is a snapper.
Holy crap. Caught my first hogfish down here in the Keys. You see it?
Oh yeah,
He's awesome. Look at this.
got you in 3 frames. Porky pig.
Nice little tassels too. Lucky 7. That's the 7th species down here in just one day. Well, yeah, 7. Sadly, he's not going to make the cut. They have to be 16 to the fork. They are open, but he's at 15. So down he go, but we're going to try to catch another one. That's awesome, man. See you later, Goofy. Nico's on mutton number 2. Hold him up real quick.
The way I like it.
2 muttons, hogfish.
Grouper?
Nuts.
Not too bad being one of the keys for.
We need one of these reefs at the home base. Got 2. I don't know, it might be a porgy or mutton.
Told you.
I got a mutton. Woo! Mutton off the board. I have caught one of these before, though, so it doesn't count as the new species list. But it definitely counts as in we don't catch these all the time, so that's a lot. So Nico's caught 2. This is my 1. Obviously he's going to be short for keeping, but still, to catch a mutton, like, freaking awesome. He doesn't have any barrel tremor, so I'm gonna just shit him in.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with them.
There you go.
I don't know.
Jason and his little fancy Calcutta.
Calcutta.
He loves this thing.
Yeah, Calcutta, man.
What you got, man?
Got some good retrieve.
It does. I do like the handle
Little reel
though.
with a long stroke.
Switching it to carbon makes it light.
Like having a 454 and a PW.
Come on, Jason. Make it a good one. I think he got a mutton. He sure did.
Small.
Smile for the camera.
Shouty smalls.
Yeah. Make sure we're out smudgy. Hold on. Alright. Heck yeah. Clean hook set too. Circle hooks do the job.
3-aught. Looking good.
Heck yeah, man.
That's a good power to it. Took off.
Yeah. Oh, legal yellowtail. Finally, after all this time.
Finally got me a good yellowtail.
Caught like 50 or 60 freaking yellowfish. And that's the first size one. I'm getting hit now.
Here you go.
Nico's first legal yellowtail.
Yellowtail.
That thing in his pocket.
Those two.
Porgy.
Yep.
He's got a nice blue color though.
Yeah, he does. One fish after another. No, right there.
Judge agreed.
Come on.
I was never subpoenaed, so they can eat my
Yellowtail or? Yep, that's it.
Another good yellowtail, like
Heck
I said.
yeah.
Look at that, I called it. Done figured out how to catch some yellowtail, boys. Look at that. Another keeper.
You're safe to what you're doing.
I know. He's catching them the same way we catch for $1 million at home.
Yeah, that's literally all they are. This is the.
All I'm doing though is using this little jig here. I've been catching everything on it. Maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hit a third yellow one.
Come on. He did the same thing. He dug it first.
No, yeah. That's what it. If he starts doing more head shakes and stuff or more digging, they probably got yellowtail.
I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Color. White.
Might be 40. Yellowtail?
Mutton.
No, mutton. Little mutton. Yeah.
I got 2 mutton now, boy.
Digging two then.
Yeah, got a mutton. They're still undersized, but we're making our way up. I don't know, this one's kind of the same size as the last one, but either way, we're still catching. Nico thinks grouper. I'm thinking porky myself.
Oh, I know. Look at that.
Hey!
I'm getting pretty good at this, okay? I'm getting pretty good at this now.
That's a lot of Graysbees around here.
Yeah, there is.
That's crazy. Little bitty dude too. So the Graysbees look like speckled hind and rock hind and strawberry, but I mean they all have like a similar look to them. But these, they have 3 to 5 dots that are on the backside, right before their dorsal. And that's what makes the difference, and you can tell. And they all got some crazy looking teeth, man. Little vampires. Have fun. There you go. Good chunky.
Keeper yellowtail. Keeper yellowtail.
What is this? You got grass and a mutton. 3 buttons.
When I was using my knuckle rig, I was also crushing mutton.
You got a new nose piercing.
Yeah, you did.
That's right, buddy. I'm gonna keep the rest of that. Paid taxes. Mutton number 3 for me and 6 total for the vote. See you, homeboy. Thanks for playing. Well, we have caught a crap ton of fish today, and 7 new species for me, and like what?
4 or 5 new for me.
4, 5 for you, 4 for you.
4 or 5 for me.
Either way, we caught plenty enough to go around, and not including the cooler down here, but also in there. Got a lot of fish, got a lot of porgies, yellowtail and everything, so it's coming up towards the end of the day. The sun's going down, it feels great. Even though we're burned and we got salt dried up all over us, we like salted peanuts out here. We're gonna end the day with a little bit of trolling and see if we can't pop something off. We're gonna go out to the edge of this reef right here and it done calmed down a lot. But we're gonna be trolling from blue to white, white to blue, and back a little bit into the white. Right now it's 106 foot. Where we were fishing was 82 foot. It's really hard to see, but there's a lighthouse or some type of structure out that way. I don't know what the heck it's called. We were fishing that part, maybe 50 to 100 yards off of it. There was a lot of small yellowtail, a lot of porgies and grunts and all that. Small, really small grouper, like 6-inch grouper. And then we moved maybe 200 yards and it dropped to 80 foot, and it went from 14 foot to 80 foot. That's what I love about this place is you go just a little farther out and bam, you're already at an edge of some sort. Grass patches everywhere. And tomorrow, hopefully that's the game plan. We're gonna try to shoot out 15 miles or so and get off in some deep water. We're gonna troll the edge of the straits down here, and we're gonna send down some cable and nomad lures, DTX 200s and 220s. We're gonna try to go after some wahoo and then see if we can't find some type of mahi out there. If we can get into some schoolies, that would be great, but they have to be 20 to the fork here. Unlike where we live, it's maybe, I don't know, we catch them at maybe like anywhere from 12 to 15, 20 inches. I mean, you would catch bigger ones there, but most of the time we don't catch them that big, so we get a little bit of leniency. Once we get done trolling tomorrow, if we don't have any luck, we may or may not shoot this way about 20 miles, and we're going to head over to the Isle of Marada Hops, and we're going to send down some jigs on the Ocean Jiggers. And I think he may send his 40 down. I might send my 30 down and finally be prepared to actually fish them. I came here 2 years ago and I was not prepared, like, at all. I didn't have much of anything to hardly fish it right. I had a 5,000 and maybe 320 yards of line on it, so it wasn't happening. We did end up catching some mahi last year though, or a couple years ago though. That's the game plan. And then Friday is kind of like a, we'll see what happened today, because today was supposed to be the roughest. Tomorrow's like 2 footers, and then Friday's supposed to be 1.5-ish. So if tomorrow we do really good trolling, we might skip the humps and then go to the Isle of Marada humps on Friday. Maybe each night or every other night here we might do like a bridge trip at nighttime. I don't really have that many lights on me, so it'll be hard to see. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I hooked up on a tarpon last night. He was almost 4 foot, about 3.5 foot long. I had him right up to the edge of the seawall. Like from here to that grass, he just popped off. I'm going to consider it later just because it was my first one. It'd be nice to try to get back onto some tarpon again, and we know what they eat on, that's for sure. There's shrimp everywhere out there. There's shrimp all over the place, just popping off the top of the water, and every 10 seconds it was like, it sounded like snook under a bridge. It was like, pow, pow. We're gonna see if we catch anything trolling. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. And that's that. So that'll be it for this first part. This is day 1 of 3 on the boat. We'll probably be here for 5 days though, but we'll see. But either way, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Drew, this is Habitual Angler, and we out.